ఇంగ్లీష్ లిటరేచర్లో ద నావెల్ అనే టాపిక్కి సంబంధించి నేను మీ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ద మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఎంసీక్యూస్ అంటే మల్టిపుల్ చాయిస్ క్వశ్చన్స్ని ప్రిపేర్ చేశాను. చూద్దామా మరి? లెట్స్ గెట్ స్టార్టెడ్. క్వశ్చన్ నెంబర్ 1. Which literary movement is often credited with the rise of the novel as a dominant literary form in the 18th century? A. Romanticism. B. Modernism. C. Neoclassicism. D. Postmodernism. The right answer is C. Neoclassicism. Next. Samuel Richardson's Pamela is significant in the history of the novel for its A. Epistolary form. B. Extensive use of stream of consciousness. C. Use of multiple narrators. D. Focus on historical events. The right answer is A. Epistolary form. Next. Henry Fielding's Joseph Andrews was initially conceived as a parody of which other novel? A. Tom Jones. B. Pamela. C. Clarissa. D. The Vicar of Wakefield. The right answer is B. Pamela. Next. What is the term used to describe a novel that focuses on the moral and psychological growth of the protagonist? A. Gothic novel. B. Picaresque novel. C. Epistolary novel. D. Bildungsroman. What is the term used to describe a novel that focuses on the moral and psychological growth of the protagonist? The right answer is D. Bildungsroman. Next. Which of Jane Austen's novels features the memorable opening line, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife"? A. Sense and Sensibility. B. Pride and Prejudice. C. Emma. D. Persuasion. The right answer is B. Pride and Prejudice. Next. The Gothic novel, which flourished in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, is characterized by elements of A. Social realism and satire. B. Reason and enlightenment. C. Mystery, horror and the supernatural. D. Domesticity and sentimentalism. The right answer is C. Mystery, horror and the supernatural. Next. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is often considered a seminal work of which genre? A. Science fiction. B. Historical fiction. C. Romance. D. Detective form. The right answer is A. Science fiction. Next. Which novel by Sir Walter Scott is set during the Jacobite risings in Scotland? A. Ivanhoe. B. Waverley. C. Rob Roy. D. The Heart of Midlothian. The right answer is B. Waverley. Next, the Victorian era in English literature is marked by A. A rejection of social issues in favor of aesthetic concerns. B. A focus on rural life and pastoral settings. C. An engagement with industrialization, social reform, and class structures. D. A revival of classical Greek and Roman literary forms. The Victorian era in English literature is marked by an engagement with industrialization, social reform, and class structures. So, C is the right answer. Next, Charles Dickens' novels are particularly known for their A. Exploration of the inner lives of aristocratic characters. B. Detailed and often critical portrayal of urban society and social injustice. C. Use of experimental narrative techniques. D. Celebration of imperial expansion. Charles Dickens' novels are particularly known for their detailed and often critical portrayal of urban society and social injustice. So, B is the right answer. Next, which of the Bronte sisters wrote the novel Wuthering Heights, known for its passionate and intense exploration of love and revenge? Which of the Bronte sisters wrote the novel Wuthering Heights, known for its passionate and intense exploration of love and revenge? A. Emily Bronte. B. Charlotte Bronte. C. Anne Bronte. D. Elizabeth Gaskell. The right answer is A. Emily Bronte. Next, George Eliot was the pen name of which female author known for novels like Middlemarch and Silas Marner? A. Mary Anne Evans. B. Mary Wollstonecraft. C. Virginia Woolf. D. Margaret Oliphant. The right answer is A. Mary Anne Evans. Next, Thomas Hardy's novels are often set in the fictional region of A. The Lake District. B. Yorkshire. C. Cornwall. D. Wessex novel. Wessex. Thomas Hardy's novels are often set in the fictional region of Wessex. His novels are known as Wessex novels. Next, the literary movement of realism in the 19th century aimed to A. Emphasize the subjective experiences of individuals. B. Depict life as it was, often focusing on the ordinary and commonplace. C. Explore fantastical and supernatural realms. D. Idealize nature and rural life. The right answer is B. Depict life as it was, often focusing on the ordinary and the commonplace. Next, which novel by Joseph Conrad explores themes of colonialism, morality, and the corrupting influence of power in the Congo? A. Lord Jim. B. Heart of Darkness. C. Nostromo. D. The Secret Agent. The right answer is B. Heart of Darkness. Next, The stream of consciousness narrative technique, which attempts to capture the flow of thoughts and feelings in the mind, is closely associated with which literary period? A. Romanticism. B. Victorianism. C. Modernism. D. Postmodernism. The right answer is C. Modernism. Next, Virginia Woolf's Mrs. Dalloway is a prominent example of a novel employing A traditional linear plot structure, B. An omniscient narrator who reveals all characters' thoughts, C. Stream of consciousness and interior monologue, D. A focus on grand historical narratives. The right answer is C. Stream of consciousness and interior monologue. Next, James Joyce Ulysses is a modernist masterpiece that parallels Homer's Odyssey and is set in A. London, B. Dublin, C. Paris, D. New York. The right answer is B. Dublin. Next, which novel by E.M. Forster explores the complexities of relationships between the English and Indians during the British Raj? A. A Room with a View, B. Howard's End, C. A Passage to India, D. Maurice. The right answer is C. A Passage to India. Next, the last generation of writers who came of age during World War I often explored themes of A. Imperial glory and national pride, B. Faith in traditional values and institutions, C. Alienation, disillusionment, and the fragmentation of society, D. The beauty and tranquility of nature. The right answer is C. Alienation, disillusionment, and the fragmentation of society. Next, which novel by D.H. Lawrence was initially banned due to its explicit sexual content and exploration of class and relationships? A. Sons and Lovers, B. The Rainbow, C. Women in Love, D. Lady Charlotte's Lover. Sorry, D. Lady Chatterley's Lover. The right answer is D itself. Lady Chatterley's Lover. Next, the postmodern novel is often characterized by A strong belief in objective truth and universal narratives, B. A clear distinction between high and low culture, C. Experimentation with form, metafiction, and unreliable narrators, D. A straightforward and easily accessible style. The right answer is C. Experimentation with form, metafiction, and unreliable narrators. Next, which novel by George Orwell satirizes totalitarianism through the allegory of farm animals? A. 1984, B. Animal Farm, C. Homage to Catalonia, D. Down and Out in Paris and London. The right answer is B. Animal Farm. Next, Samuel Beckett's novels, such as Molly and Malone Dice, are often associated with the literary movement of A. Surrealism, B. Existentialism, C. Naturalism, D. Symbolism. The right answer is B. Existentialism. Next, Salman Rushdie's novel Midnight Children is a prominent example of A historical romance, B. Post-colonial literature and magical realism, C. A detective thriller, D. A dystopian narrative. The right answer is B. Post-colonial literature and magical realism. Next, which contemporary British author is known for novels like The Remains of the Day and Never Let Me Go, often exploring themes of memory and identity? A. Ian McEwan, B. Julian Barnes, C. Kazuo Ishiguro, D. Martin Amis. The right answer is C. Kazuo Ishiguro. Next, the term metafiction refers to A. Fiction set in a futuristic or dystopian world, B. Fiction that explicitly draws attention to its own fictionality and narrative conventions, C. Fiction that blends historical facts with fictional elements, D. Fiction written in words rather than prose. The right answer is B. Fiction that explicitly draws attention to its own fictionality and narrative conventions. Next, which of the following novels is not considered a work of post-colonial literature? A. Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, B. Arundhati Roy's The God of Small Things, C. J.M. Coetzee's Disgrace, D. Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. The right answer is D. Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. Next, the angry young men movement in British literature of the 1950s was characterized by the angry young men movement in British literature of the 1950s was characterized by A. A celebration of traditional British values and social hierarchies, B. A focus on rural life and escapism, C. A critical and often satirical portrayal of social and political issues, often from a working class perspective, D. An embrace of modernist experimentalism. The right answer is C. A critical and often satirical portrayal of social and political issues, often from a working class perspective. Next, which contemporary novel by Hilary Mantel reimages the life of Thomas Cromwell during the reign of Henry VIII? Which contemporary novel by Hilary Mantel reimagines the life of Thomas Cromwell during the reign of Henry VIII? A. Wolf Hall, B. The Children's Book, C. Possession, D. Atonement. The right answer is A. Wolf Hall. Thank you.